Hello guys, and welcome to episode 105 of my Empire Total War campaign, playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be taking on 3 armies of the Maratha Confederacy. It's going to be an interesting battle, that's for sure, but we can't let them build up their forces when the reinforcements start coming in, otherwise we will get overwhelmed. So I'm going to have to probably move forwards quite aggressively and try and kill them as they come in one by one. We'll see how it goes. They have a lot of cavalry as well, so I'll have to deal with them first, I think. We'll see what happens. Let's jump in. We can snipe the cavalry from range. I think the initial unit, the initial army, has 3 cavalry units, so we'll try and pop them initially and then maybe try and move forwards, but I'm going to have to keep the cannons live if I want to kill any other reinforcing cavalry units that come in, because they will come in quicker than all of the other units. Anyway, let's see, how do we want to play this out? We could play for the high ground, or we could play for the low ground. And the low ground here seems quite nice because we basically have a pretty good defensive area, especially with these walls. And also the cannons have clear line of sight down here, whereas they wouldn't up on the top of the hill, I don't think. It's all pretty bumpy here. We'd have to end up moving the cannons forwards into a more precarious position, and then even then they might not have line of sight. So yeah, I think we're going to stay on the low ground. Let's just have these cannons like so, these cannons over here like so. I'll probably just have like my main unit in the center here, or we could have like 2 smaller units. That might be a better idea, so we get the full fire by rank. Then we're going to have these guys like so, and like so. Do I have more? I do. We need a couple on the left hand side. We are deploying to the right hand side though, so well, they're deploying to the right hand side, so we will need more units on the right. Oh yeah, we also got the howitzers. These can just sort of sit behind our initial line. Cool. Not sure where I want to put these guys. I think I might just have a couple sitting behind. We'll keep my normal dragoons here, and my light dragoons can just sort of stand behind the middle units for now. Because we can shoot over the heads of our men, which should work out nicely. Just get my general out the way. And that's all well and good. Right, let's start the battle, see what happens. Yes, they're deployed to our right hand side. Reinforcements are seemingly coming in from the left. Over here somewhere. Okay, that's some elephants. Okie dokie. Well, the cavalry is nearly in range. I'm happy to let my cannons fire away. Hopefully we can just kill them off quickly and then be able to deal with the next force. I'm hoping. Let's use explosive shells. I think explosive is generally the best against cavalry. Alright, that's fine. Let's now hit the camel gunners, please. One unit down. Deal with the next. Those explosive rounds did a lot, actually. Maybe quicklime would be better, I'm not even sure. Okay, good. Alright, so they are dealt with. Next up, the Tiladar Lancers. Probably put these in the canister actually. Beautiful. Oh boy. And they managed to snipe some of my crew, but in general, we've done quite well. There's only 3 men left in that unit. Right, nice. That canister shot was kind of pointless. So was that one? No, that one's not as bad. Going to be wanting to start firing at their general's bodyguard though. And snipe some of these elephants. And the camel gunners are coming back. Oh, that's 2 elephants down. Oh, just killed some more. This will be their general. If we can kill the general, that would be fantastic. I'm just going to kill those with canister. Hopefully. Looks like the general's running away.
Artillery reporting. Line infantry. Battery reporting.
Oh, I sniped a couple more of my men. But they are all dead now. Yep. Lovely. There's some cavalry coming in on the flank, but hopefully we're fine. Let's just go into square in case, because they're coming in wedge formation.
Infantry reporting.
Right, those are dealt with. Fantastic. Here comes another cavalry unit. Wow, how many cavalry units do they have? I didn't think it was this many. There is some 12-pounder foot artillery there. Maybe I can go snipe them with my dragoons. Let's give that a go. And I'm also going to start moving forwards my line soon, I think. Because their infantry is starting to come in, and I'd like to kill off all their infantry like one by one if I can, so I don't let them mass up. But it's a matter of taking out the Oligar here. Oh, are they going for my dragoons? It looks like they are. Maybe not. Okay, good. Right, let's go for their artillery. Still limbered up, so we should be able to kill it quite quickly. And yeah, I'm going to have my men start moving up once these are dead. They should die very quickly, actually. Okay, my men have gone into the attack. That's the guys dealt with there. There are some armed peasantry. Oh dear, I'm going to take some shots. Oh, the general's dead. I think the cavalry have dealt with that artillery piece. Let's bring them back. And we can have the cannons. I think probably limber up. There's no more cavalry by the looks of things. We're gonna have this limber up. And we're going to start moving forwards this front line. Accidentally gave them a retreat order there, that would have been bad. Bring these out of square. Are they limbering up? Limber up, boys. Okay, the dragoons are good. Speed things up, men. Go deal with their reinforcements. Yeah, so the infantry is coming in like one by one on the right hand side. So we'll just advance towards them, maybe set up some cannons and just canister them down. Seems like the best thing to do. I could potentially use my light dragoons for a little bit of skirmishing, but it's probably a bad idea. Okay, we need to speed things up a bit. Have my guys run into position. The cannons might take a bit longer because they are moving through the brush, but it's okay. If we start chunking up these units, that's a good thing. They're constantly coming in one by one. We can't let them build up, otherwise we'll just lose. We have to kill them. I just got to get rid of this armed peasantry that's kind of sat in front of us.
Dragoons reporting. Right away. Right away.
Right, come on, men. Line up, fire away. Okay, good. Right, so they are dealt with. That's one unit down. Let's continue to move these lot forwards. And we need to have the cannons join us. Might have some cannons moved over here. These cannons can go over here. Lovely. We are looking like we're going to be flanked here, maybe, so I'm going to place a unit like that. Make sure that my howitzers are still coming up. I might actually, since all their cavalry is dead, dismount my... Well, actually no, we'll go and charge these 12 and 24 pounder foot artillery. Let's go do that. Are they coming towards us? Looks like they might be. Let's just unlimber. We can get these to unlimber and then use some canister now. That'd be fantastic.
Canister shot. Gunboat fire. Fire. Yes, sir. Make ready.
Come on.
Artillery reporting.
Oh yes, that's what we like to see. Okay, we're being attacked on the left hand side. I completely missed that. How are we doing against those cannons? I think we defeated the cannons. Actually, maybe not. Oh well, we're going to run away. Oh shit! Why are my cannons there? Really not good. Just demolished some of my own cannons. At least we're getting full-blown volleys in here, as they're running around like headless chickens. Loads of damage being done. Right, let's move forwards these guys as well. Get them into range. I'm going to probably just unlimber these guys where they are. And then we'll move the infantry to one side. These guys need to turn. These can be in canister, but not on fire at well. And then they can fire at these guys. And this unit is probably dead, so I'm just going to leave it. Now I'm going to bring over my dragoons. We're just going to get them off their horses. Let's get the howitzers ready. It's fine. Actually, let's just hit the bar gears back here. Nice. We're doing a great job actually. That unit's like shaken already. Oh dear. Hello. Cavalry unit. I did not see you there. Where did they come from? I don't know how that howitzer missed so badly, but it did. Right, let's get these dragoons forwards. Go on, dragoons. Nice, good hits. Kind of want to fire some canister into these guys. Oh, not again. How is this, please? I'm going to have the dragoons move back. We don't want them to be there when the bar gears fire a volley. I think so far so good. Oh, we do have a couple more units here. Bring those up. Probably going to have to move back my dragoons. Are they running? Oh no, they went into melee. Those guys are ready to go. It's fine. Let's bring this unit over. And I'm going to move these two forwards slightly. Am I shooting into the back of my own men? Okay, I am. Now let's bring these over here. We need to get rid of this unit. The Sikh warriors. And those Sikh warriors, they are melee, so we should be able to just kill them quite quickly. But as for this area, kind of tempted to kind of put some canister through the side of this engagement. Bit risky, but we'll go for it. If I can get a canister through here, that'd be very nice. Gotta hit that right. Nice. Some good hits, some good hits. Now that unit should be running soon. These guys are getting prepared over here. This unit's about to break anyway. We've had to sacrifice some men. I think I'm just going to shoot through them with the canister. hits, great hits. And they're running. Okay, good. Let's now target these guys. Nice of them to leave my horses alone. My dragoons are going to have to do a runner. They will not last long against the Sikh warriors. I'll tell you that much. Okay, we're engaged there fully. That's fine. For the most part, they've run away. It's just this unit of Sikh warriors we've got to get rid of. Oh, we still have these cannons going as well. Canister, please. Although I think they're probably going to die. Best way to solve that is just give them the attack order and run. Abandon those cannons, boys. Our dragoons will save the day, I'm sure. Oh, this unit's getting mullered. This one's okay. It's actually not bad canister shot. I managed to use that canister relatively well throughout this battle, actually. Don't want my dragoons to get involved. Let's just see if we can run away, please. When they do run away, I am going to try and run some of them down. I think it's important that we do. Let's just give them a charge. Maybe that'll do. Yeah, that worked. Lovely. Getting my men into position there. Let's start having my cav move around the flank. I don't know if all of the horses are still here. I think some of them have died. Otherwise I could remount my dragoons and run them down. Okay, well, we managed to kind of do this. Gotta wait for my men to use up all of their shots and you basically let these guys get out of range. Actually, let's fire at those guys, that makes more sense. And then we can have these dragoons go into melee. And each run down a separate unit. Lovely. Let's just continue. We want to do as much damage as possible. Actually, let's just go back there and shoot them. Okay, lovely. That'll do. Right, we got him. And that'll be it. Beautiful. We can quit the battle for a close victory. Oh, that was quite something, wasn't it? 1,200 deployed. We killed 2,000. Well, we went up against 2,600, so we were over 2-1, and then we killed 2,026. That's very, very nice. We didn't demolish any of the armies entirely, but that has left a dent in my forces. I feel like we're going to have to actually go back because of that. and replenish.
Forwards!
Because there's no way that I'm going to be taking Ankara, since a lot of those troops got away.
Yes.
And we're going to require more cannons, and since our crews got hit quite hard, they are out of commission more or less.
Your Majesty.
We do have this chap on his way, Joss Mitchell. What we can do is
Yes, sir.
potentially hand over a couple units
Ready for
and
order.
then allow him to continue towards Ankara. That might be a choice, but he really lacks
Make ready.
bigger guns. So unless I can recruit a couple bigger guns here, we'll do that. I'm going to grab some 12-pounder foot artillery. That's okay. Cool. Let's see. We'll jump into the list. What else do we have to do here? We have Gordon, who's currently chilling with Essex. And we've got Malcolm, who's ready to hit St. Petersburg. I should just surrender.
Troops for battle.
Okay, St. Petersburg is ours. Beautiful. We can't actually repair it, though. I will repair the Grand Opera House, since that does give happiness. Beautiful. That's a region under our control, nice and easy. Or if we need all these shipyards. Why do I have 2 shipyards here? 1 shipyard, 2 shipyard. Interesting. We also need to build this into a trade port, probably. Let's get rid of this one as well. Burn that down. Tempted to put a couple men in this fort just in case. Right, anyway. Back to the lists. Right, Eugene's on here, that's fine. What about Samuel Russell? He's currently just chilling in Hanover. We're waiting for my navy to come round so that we can attack Copenhagen. And my navy at the moment is currently waiting for these guys.
Make ready. Ready for action.
Where was this guy going? Oh, he was bringing the gentleman.
Come about.
Yep, cool. So that's fine. Let's just move our navy back,
Officer.
like so.
Ship's orders. Captain ship shape.
Lovely.
Bristol fashion.
Now this navy's good to go. We're going to have a crazy big naval battle against Sweden at some point. I can tell you that much. Alright, Terence, quite happy with that.
Sir, your orders. Lord.
These guys are going back up here to help defend Kiev,
Ready.
whilst
and
this guy
ready for-
continues forwards.
Ready for order. At the ready.
Can't remember what I was going to do here. I think I was just going to head this guy up initially,
Sir.
and then bring the guys with me afterwards. Not sure. Either way, I think that's most of our units moved. How's Vienna doing? Sort out the public order there, more or less. Here's fine. Time to get rid of our last Hessian line infantry. Save us some money. Lovely. And now we'll go through fleets. Got a lot of merchantmen completing, haven't we?
Set sail. Way anchor. Further order.
Right, that's a lot of them moved. Wondered where all my other fleets were then. I got a bit worried. And then just like kind of disappeared. We are still recruiting more though, aren't we? Yeah, cool.
Ship's orders.
He's still raiding that trade. Lovely. That's all good. What about agents actually? We haven't checked our agents for a while. I've been having these like running all over the place. Guys coming across the coast down here. This guy we're not moving anytime soon. Can I just like get rid of him? I think I can. This guy actually can come to Ankara. Wait, why can he not get through there? Does he have to go into Istanbul first? We're going to jump in that settlement. Successful mission. So many rakes. There's actually loads of them.
That's not my forte.
And then we have all of our missionaries. They're all fine. That guy's just gonna sit there. This guy's fine in Mexico. That missionary is fine in Spain. Let's just put him inside the settlement. We've actually changed the population here at Caracas. It's 84%. We could go down or over to Panama. That might be a nice idea. Start spreading the Protestant faith over there. Jump into the Netherlands and Amsterdam. Start converting them. And then our gentlemen are all good. Okay, that's it. Let's move on to the next turn. See what Russia does.
Awaiting.
And they're going to jolly on past us. I think what we're going to do is attack them. That's going to be a crazy big battle. We've got 2 armies versus their 2. This is nuts. Empire Total War is such a epic game sometimes, especially in the late game, when there are so many armies dotted about. The armies aren't quick. They are, or the battles aren't quick. They're pretty slow. So it's taking us some sweet time to get this all done. Right, enemy raids. This was just disgusting. Like, I don't know what this guy was doing. He's trying to do as much damage as possible. So irritating. Right, this guy's gonna head this way. Hopefully we can see into Chakask. No, we don't have that line of sight. What about the army here? Right, they're still replenishing. Why was I sending the cannon back this way? Can't even remember.
Yes. You're humble.
That just in case the Russians came down to attack it? I think it was. Anyway, Joseph Dobson, Corporal in Gold Braid, that's nice. Enemy raids, preserved foods is complete. Successful mission. Good, and path blocked. So what was that technology? What did it give us? Ooh, platoon firing's nearly done. That's nice. We can't get these 2 yet? Because we haven't got Wealth of Nations. It's done in 5 turns. Preserved foods, here we go. +2 morale in battles. Is that it? Okay. Well, I guess it's quite a lot in this game. Let's go over to the Caribbean and sort out those ships whilst I remember. We'll have them all travel to San Jose. Alright, is that all of those moved? Let me just go into fleets and sort it by the amount of ships. 1 or 2 more, I think. Okay. And these ships are also travelling around here. And these ships can now head straight towards Sweden. Fleet arrived down here. Let's go and set up another trade post for another 3,100. And then we have trait gained, a test of faith, minus zeal. This man has found America to be extremely testing. A new town emerges in Serbia. It's a very poor town. Let's chuck a church school there. And before I forget, we will make this into a trading port and this into a trading port. And we'll fix up all of these buildings. And I'll also create some walls. Lovely. Let's get our militia in here. And that's going to allow me to move out with these men. And we shall head towards Finland. Maybe? I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. Because if we go to Finland, then we might invoke the wrath of Sweden. Because we could always go to Karelia up here. Or down to Moscow. Although Moscow will be attacked by these two armies after we deal with this big old battle. So... What I could do... Maybe just go take that fort with like a few men. So that it causes... any armies that come down here to attack it. I need like an extra army, one that can go to Finland and then up and around to Sweden. I guess one of these armies could maybe head north after we defeat these guys.
Ready for order. Sir,
Could be an idea. So that way what we could do is definitely have him just go deeper into Russia.
waiting further order.
Seems like a good idea. Okay. So we'll take this area and then we'll head probably over to Arkhangelsk. And then over to Komi here. Meanwhile, an army can go to Moscow, across to Kazan and Taria. Then we'll just sort of start heading our way down towards the Maratha Confederacy. And then it'll be over before we know it. Getting our men through Russia, though, is going to take quite a while because it's so blimmin' large. I feel like I should put a unit into the port there to push the navy out, but I'm not going to do it yet because we don't have our own navy to take them out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Jerusalem with this army. Surrender, please. Thank you very much.
Raise the flag.
And from there, can we move straight on? No way. I think we could reach it if this army wasn't in the way. What is this, a shipyard? That's a fishery. I don't think we need a shipyard here. Trading port, that's a trading port. Those are fine. Trading port. I think I'm just going to demolish this rather than repair it and build something else there. Okay, we've got this battle to fight, which should be relatively simple, and we have this battle to fight. I want to get rid of these guys before they go raiding these lands.
Oh, hello.
Let's have our raid continue
Yes, my lord.
towards Baghdad.
Seeking
How much money did we get last turn? Near 20,000, I think it was. Okay, so we have like quite a lot planned here. This guy is going to have to move back. And I'm going to have to move some of these out of the settlement. Okay, this is going to be kind of weird, the way that we do this. I'm going to have my rake try and get to Ankara.
secrecy, my
Cool.
watchword.
This guy needs to come into the settlement. Move all the militia out for now.
More orders, Your Majesty.
We're going to pick up all of those units and cross. This guy's going to go back.
Your humble servant.
Alright, that's fine. And we'll need to replenish all of those guys.
Yes, my lord.
This army should be able to take on this army.
Your orders, Your Majesty.
I'm actually not sure if you will.
Your Majesty. Your orders,
Let's just add some more militia to his army. Because we're bringing the pikemen with us by accident. So I may as well just bring the extra militia there. That should definitely secure the victory. And once these guys are replenished, we'll have them move out to Ankara as well. And we'll continue to push through here. Once these armies are cleaned up as well, we can actually start advancing very quickly towards the Maratha Confederacy. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. In the next episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the battle with Alan Wheatley versus Divan Seguru, and then we'll take the army out of Cairo. We'll kill off these guys. Then we'll move up north and do the massive battle against Russia. So I look forward to that. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.